Hi, I'm Stephan Calitz. I'm the head of the Animation Arts Department at Open Window. We currently form part of the Film Arts degree, and I studied at Open Window way back when. Worked in the industry for a couple of years and then returned to Open Window to head up the 3D animation department. 3D animation department then eventually grew into what we have, or what we know as the Animation Arts Department, which includes game design, motion design, VFX, game development, amongst other subjects. So I started out at Open Window back in 2007, where I was subject manager for 3D animation. 3D animation sort of naturally evolved into making art for games as well. So we had game design, and a game design curriculum was drafted and developed. And then eventually we also saw the need for motion design within the industry. So we expanded our offering from essentially what started out as 3D animation into its sort of sister subjects. So currently that's our primary or our fundamental subjects, and they branch into areas of specialization on second year level when you major in them. So for students studying within animation arts, there's a wide range of career opportunities because the industry itself has several areas of specialization within the greater digital media environment. So 3D artists can go into entertainment media, but they could also cater for things like architectural visualization or medical simulations. Motion designers are still very much in demand in the industry. It's a specialized skill, and so is game developers, game designers. So there really is a wide range of career opportunities for someone graduating from animation arts. So Open Window lecturers are normally encouraged to remain active within the industry. So I still actively participate in game projects, e-learning content, animations, commercial work, as well as private or ad hoc freelance. Like it varies, but essentially we're still practicing the art, so we can practice what we preach. Right, so the technical skills aspect is a challenge for students initially because it is a very technical field. We try and dive straight into it and cover as much of the technical hurdles as we can at an early stage so that students can eventually become more comfortable with the medium and explore their own creative voices. The crux is that you kind of need to take it step by step and practice the same type of processes and procedure, and also realize that every year that you do, the technology is going to update and you're going to have to relearn certain processes. So it's like signing up as a lifelong learner, and you have to be comfortable doing that throughout your career. I can't mention any one individual project that I'm particularly proud of. I tend to work on a lot of projects, and it's really the challenge of solving the design that intrigues me and that spurs me on. So once you've completed something, you tend to kind of like put it out there and release it, set it free, and see what happens after that. But on top of that, projects sometimes last years, and you have to carry on supporting it, carry on developing on it. So there's not one individual project, but rather the challenge that each brief presents is what makes it my favorite project at the time. Yeah, if I go to the most played bands, I'd probably hit Radiohead, Nick Cave, Leonard Cohen. Yeah, there's more like dad rock, oldies, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I like music that I'm familiar with because I often work while I'm listening to music, and then if it's too new or if it's too too strange, then I tend to get distracted. So I sort of return to the ones that I'm comfortable with. So to be honest, I don't really frequent podcasts all that often. I might follow a recommendation from a friend, but most of the content that I absorb or access would be through YouTube. It's a great resource. It's like the world of information at your fingertips. I think that there's curated content and then there's just content out in the wild, and you just have to be careful of where you get your resources from. So you can't trust every single channel on YouTube, but I think it is still a fantastic resource for a multitude of reasons. Other things that I do enjoy is following up on tech news and sort of the humanities. So Huberman Lab is a good podcast, and TED Tech is also one of my favorites. And then we try and use open source software as much as we can. So those websites in themselves offer a great deal of training material besides the open source resources themselves. So there's Blender, there's Krita for people that just want to start out. And of course, there's Unity and Unreal, which is free, but not open source. So I've been told that my creative snack is night cheese. So I often stay up late or work late, and then you sometimes get a little snacky, and then when you open the fridge door and take a bite out of the cheddar. So when I'm not busy making games or playing games, I enjoy being out in nature, enjoying gardening, hiking, bouldering, mountain biking. I play casual squash, and I play serious chess. The animation arts department has essentially evolved up to the point where it is today, and will continue to follow trends and technology within the industry to stay up to date. It's an ongoing process, but it's necessary for us to continue on that tangent so that when our students leave Open Window, that they're ready to enter into the industry without additional training. So my advice to any scholars or people out there wanting to study in animation arts is study the medium first. Absorb anything you can related to it. Play games, watch films, binge series, draw or read, but do everything with a keen eye. Be attentive and observe. I think that's the main thing.